While the economy at home may be struggling, American beef exports overseas remain strong. We have more in this week's Market Watch.
Market Watch.
And joining us in the studio is Dan Halstrom, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communication with the Meat Export Federation. Thanks so much for coming to our show.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Well, I understand the first half of the year export results are in. What are they telling us?
Well, the trends we saw earlier in the year are continuing. We're seeing a very good success story. Total global red meat, or I should say beef exports, the first 6 months are up 25% in terms of volume and about 40% in terms of value, almost 2.5 billion. So it's well on pace to shatter last year's record in terms of value anyway.
Now, Dan, you told me that you recently returned from a trip in the Middle East, exciting market for us as beef producers. Tell us more about what you saw there.
Yeah, what I saw was it's a land of opportunity in a big way. Now, traditionally, the Middle East, predominantly Egypt, has been a variety meats market. We're starting to see expansion beyond just Egypt to other countries, UAE, the Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, some of these other countries, Kuwait, are starting to take more U.S. beef. And the exciting thing about the region is it's not just variety meats, it's also primal cuts. We saw about 30% of our volume year to date is primal cuts, chucks, rounds, etc., middle meats. So it's fun to see that carcass diversified.
That's great. And Central America, I understand you've also been there recently, quite a globetrotter it sounds like, but at any rate, you were down there at some sort of showcase that was actually promoting U.S. beef. Can you tell our viewers about that?
Yeah, we held what we call a buyer showcase in Panama City. It was the end of July, and it was an opportunity to bring the seller and buyer together. And the funny thing about this story, we started planning it about a year ago, and we were hoping to get maybe 10 or 15 participants, just kind of putting our foot in the water. We ended up with 17 exporters that went down, and we had 41 customers from 11 countries throughout the central and the northern part of South America that came. And it's another opportunity. A lot of good economic growth down there, and when you have economic growth, you have demand for better protein. So they're looking at U.S. beef.
Well, that's some of the best news I've heard in a long time. So thank you for everything you and the whole team are doing to grow global demand for U.S. beef. We appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
For more information about U.S. MEF, visit our website at cattlemantocattleman.org.